Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? I see Juan, I see Peter, I see Goldie. Hope you guys are doing well today. Apologies for this. It looks like this capture has goofed. There we go. There we go. All right, yeah. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys have been having a good day, a good Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, I hope everything's been going well for you guys. Good to see ya. Let's see how many encounters we can get in today. We're gonna hit 150 at least. I doubt we're gonna get to 160. That'd be a bit optimistic, but maybe a 155? Maybe? Be pretty crazy if we could get in 15 encounters. I think we got 17 yesterday. 14 during the normal stream time, and then then we just rounded up to 140 after the stream, or like after normal stream time. We went for like an extra half hour, I think. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Apologies if I sound a little like congested or sniffly. Today has been like a ridiculous allergy day. Like I woke up incredibly stuffy, and then like 2 o'clock I just suddenly got very sneezy. And that has been my day. So apologies if you hear that. I'm not like sick or anything. It's just straight up allergies being allergies. It's the middle of April now, so it's the time for all those. But yeah, I hope everybody's been doing well. Excited to get this this stream underway here. Put in a good number of encounters on Jirachi today. Alright. Yo, Goldie, how's it going? Hope you're doing well today. How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a couple days, which is all good. Yeah, hope you've been doing well. Uh-oh. Yep, that be the plug on the other Elgato card. I don't want to spend the money on a second internal card. I don't need that. For one hunt, we can deal with the fact that this port's a little bit whack. Usually it's only right at the start of the streams, and then it goes away, so we're gonna deal with it. I'll get it booted back up in a second. It takes a minute to get it going, and I'd rather be spending time where I need both hands on the controller, actually doing stuff that requires both hands on the controller. Moments like that, though, were kind of perfect. Actually, a moment like this is good, because there's no, like, dialogue or anything. Hey, there we go. Perfect timing. Got an authentic shiny Sinisty a couple days ago from a raid. That's awesome, Goldie. Congratulations. Did we ever pick a tournament for Saturday? I believe that should have closed up last night. That's up to Wake to keep up with. I think it was the you break it, you buy it one that kind of won, which will be interesting to manage. That'll be an interesting one to go through. Usually don't get on YouTube or any games on school days. Hey, I gotcha. Understandable. Yo, Mayu, how's it going? No Jirachi yet. Nah, not yet. We're up to 140 encounters, though, which is significantly faster than I thought we would get here. We found a couple, like, good little... We've been calling them speedrun strats. For one, Juan pointed out a good button technique with it. Holding down one of the buttons while mashing the other. So you're guaranteed you're getting, like, the fastest dialogue. And then just a matter of remembering where you need to hit certain buttons and when. As well as we found out there is a way to kind of cheese the actual Jirachi transfer. The Jirachi transfer happens in the first like 15 seconds of the whole interaction, and everything after that is just like the animation playing. The systems do not realize if you disconnect during the animation, so you get the Jirachi. So we've been able to shave it down, and we're getting like 14 encounters a stream instead of the 10 we were getting at the start. And even at the start, we were getting 10 because I was kind of pushing it, right? Like, we were only getting to 10 because I was going like an extra 15 minutes on the stream or something, but now we're like getting 14 in 2 hours. button mashing, that's always what you've done. Yeah. Yeah, I'd always just, like, mashed a singular button. Never got fancy with it. Ooh, we got here with 3 minutes. Nice. How does you break it, you buy it work exactly? It looked like, from what I could tell, because again, Wake's running this, he gave me a little cursory overview before posting. So I've only seen the same text you guys have. It seems like everyone picks a starter that they want, and effectively, what I think is going to happen with that is I will probably just have everyone who signs up for the tournament send in, like, to me, potentially what their starter will be. Like, I'll make the bracket, have everyone send in starters, so, like, there's no, like, favoritism in terms of, like, oh, so-and-so picked this, so-and-so picked this, let's put them so they have an advantage. None of that garbage. That's not going to happen. But effectively send in so that we know what your starter will be when you put it out there. In general, we're also going to start verifying teams more, just to make sure there's no confusion in rules or anything like that once the tournament starts. But with this one, it sounds like you pick one starter, and it's effectively a battle like this Torchic Mudkip fight just was. If you win, you add your opponent's Pokemon to your team, and you can evolve one. You can evolve one of them, and keep that moving forward. So eventually it becomes strategic in that you know who you're going to go up against, so you like start evolving the right Mon for that. Like if you know that you're going up against someone who like has been maining like a grass type, you evolve your fire type to get a bit of a one-up on them, but they might evolve their water type to counter that. You know, I think that'll be interesting. But that seems to be how it'll work. Wake would be able to give a bit more detail on that and explain the exact way it's going to work, but it's more of a silly tournament still. You know, not as much meta. I'm not sure what leveling rules will be or anything. That's on Wake with FAQs and all that. All right. With that, we can save at 5 minutes. Nice. So that's my understanding on the you break it, you buy it one. Is kind of like you pick a starter. The whole tournament's going to be starters, and who you go up against affects your team later on. So it'll be interesting with that. I don't know what the exact specifics are, like if evolving gives you access to different moves, or if you just like, or if you have to take the exact Pokemon that your opponent used, or what's going on with that. I'm not 100% sure on those bits of it. That would be something that Wake would be able to do. Figured out a new gimmick you wanted to use, but beating baby starters is fun too. Well, I mean, if we do an OU tournament, which will probably happen like a week from now, then you would be able to use it there. Alright, and with that, we have seen the Jirachi before the Jirachi animation is done. Like, now we'll be getting the Jirachi on the Game Boy screen, so it really goes to show how much faster this is. Skipping that animation. Alright. On to the second counter of the night. Yeah, we've really started making progress with this one in terms of our, in terms of the speed. We've fully optimized this one. Which is a good thing, seeing as we only have one system. Can you put a Dynamax Adventure code in the chat? Sure. I'll allow it. Assuming YouTube allows it, because YouTube's like started not even showing me some of the stuff that like people put in that it thinks is spam. Like it used to be that literally every message that like YouTube thought was spammy would go into chat, and then I would like, it wouldn't show up until I like said yes or no to it, but now only it feels like half of those I never see. Like people will post something, wonder why I didn't react in any kind of way, and it's just straight up because I didn't see it. So it might be the case with that. I don't know, YouTube kind of sometimes feels like they overstep what they think they know best on. Did you see, I got the bag on yesterday? I did, Peter. Congratulations, man. That's awesome, dude. Shiny bag on hype. That's great, man. Zygarde, Segaleo, or Tapu Fini? That's up to people who want to do the raid, or really up to you. Since I won't be in it. I mean, good luck with Zygarde. Zygarde's ridiculous. I don't know about Segaleo. I haven't actually done a Segaleo Dynamax raid. Never got it while looking for Tapus. Wondering if the starter can have multi-move items and how evolving it would work. Yeah, so that's something that I would wonder as well. That would be questions for Wake. He might even have those like ready for like the FAQ when he posts the update. So I don't know. I feel like last night was the end of the vote, or was tonight the end of the vote? I'm not sure. Not gonna shine young Zygarde? That is fair. That is fair. Rather fight Sun than Colgate, right? Nah, yeah, that Zygarde's ridiculous. Also, hey, Wake has been a member for 2 months. Sweet. Or for 2 months in a row. Wake member hype. Love Fini and Segaleo shiny, so you'll hunt them. Good plan, good plan. Yeah, so I don't know exactly how the evolution would work, Juan. Like, would you be allowed to choose new moves, or is it still limited to moves? Like, what level are the mons to start with? Like, all those are like really good questions I feel like need some answers. Segaleo shiny kind of hurts your eyes, just like the bright red on it. I can see that. Like when it's just a single solid primary color like that, I can see that. Oh boy, a new member. Hey, who's this Wake guy? Maybe try Zygarde. I mean, Zygarde would be a great one to shiny hunt, in my opinion, but dang, is it not worth it in a lot of cases. Like, it'll be worth it eventually, but like, I've got other ones I can hunt that are just as satisfying to find as shinies that I don't have to deal with a secondary form popping up in the middle of the hunt and making it even more ridiculous. Oh no, not the crit, come on, come on. Crit, Torchic, crit, miss, Mudkip, miss. Dang it. Like, we've got this in the bag if Mudkip doesn't crit. If Mudkip crits, it's over. Unless we can crit as well, or it misses. Like, it was basically 1-to-1 in terms of damage we were doing to each other outside of that one critical. Don't know, with Lunala, the red kind of works, and I don't really mind it, because the red isn't as vibrant. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, because it's like, the red is going where blue was, instead of going where white was, and so it's like, it's more of a purpley red in most places, and it kind of breaks up the white bits, where those blue bits are. Or Segaleo, yeah, the whole thing is just a solid sheet of white, so it just becomes a solid sheet of red. So yeah, I get that. I'll admit, both those shinies aren't my personal favorites just because of how much red there is, but they're not bad. Again, they're like a noticeable shiny, and if you're noticeable, that's really enough for me to be like, you're okay. Comfy and Wide Guard are good too. I need a team of 4 ice types to have a chance. Yeah, right? Like, you have to have a perfect team, like a perfectly set up team. You can't have, like, if you're streaming it, you can't have any trolls joining your battles. Fortunately for me, you guys are all super chill. I've never had anyone really be, like, trolly in the Dynamax stuff. I know me saying that's going to jinx it for Friday, but I'll say it. I'm brave. Yo, Peter Bloomfield, welcome, welcome. Just wait, Virtual Console Gen 3 adds easy ways to hunt this. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. But we'll still have a Wishmaker one. We'll still have the Wishmaker one. I think it'll make it way less exciting for people who aren't fully aware of everything. Like, if they do that, right? And, like, you end up with, like, oh, yeah, they're just shiny hunting Jirachi through that soft reset method. Like, they don't quite get what Wishmaker is in comparison. But, man, I'm going for the Wishmaker one. It'll be special. Thought since it would be pink instead. Oh, like you thought Lunala would be pink? If you join a raid, maybe not. You'll just troll. Man, yeah. I know Puffin stopped hunting Kyogre on stream through the raids because Kyogre is one of those ones that you really do need a solid team, and with how big Puffin's streams are, you're guaranteed to have a couple people who are in there to kind of screw with it, and so you would end up in raids with, like, you know, one person throwing the whole thing. So I get that, yeah. I get that being a problem. Doing an Eldegoss raid right now? So wait for this. Gotcha. Good luck with that. You're doing the Ranger Manaphy now? Nice, Peter! Best of luck with that. I didn't mean to do that, dang it. Yeah, I started the Ranger Manaphy. I have 10 eggs. I have 10 eggs from Ranger copies. But I need to get back into that one. But it was just such a pain to stream that hunt, right? Like, the amount of time that you go without actually doing an encounter is crazy. Because, like, with Jirachi at least, like, I think, yeah, we kind of get in the same number of encounters, if not less, in 2 hours. I think we get, like, you would get like 20 encounters, you would get like 10 encounters an hour with Manaphy, and you get 10 encounters every 2 hours. Now up to like 15 every 2 hours with Jirachi. But the Jirachi encounters are like spaced out every like 6 to 10 minutes. They're not like Manaphy where it was like every hour you get 10. Like it was on the hour you got 10. So like you wouldn't really have like an audience stick around and stuff, and there's not a lot to talk about. Versus, you know, Manaphy or Jirachi where you're constantly like talking about what you're doing, thinking about the Torchic strategy. You constantly have encounters, even if like constantly is every 6 minutes. It's not like a burst of encounters every hour. So mix that with my capture cards not playing nice together anymore. I just haven't been able to do that hunt in a long time. Yo, Yuki, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. What's up? You're shiny hunting Riolu, and also guess what? What's up, Yuki? What's up? The Blood Moon isn't actually red, it's pink, but you're kind of glad it's not pink because the Blood Moon itself disappointed you. Like the actual Blood Moon. I remember seeing one of those, like actually going out and looking at one. It was really fun. It took you 2 years to get Manaphy from the egg. Tip, just hunt 2 to 5 times a day and keep your sanity. Oh, for sure. For sure. Got shiny Arctozolt on 3 attempts. Yo, that's awesome, Yugi. Congratulations. Hey, Sour Apples, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Just like your shiny Dreepy today, that nearly gave you a heart attack because it came from the first batch of eggs and being the first egg to hatch. Nice! Like, first encounter of the day, dude. That's awesome. Doing with 4 eggs, not 10. Not really sure the best times. Yeah. I mean, 10 eggs is like... I think, from what I've seen, and I've seen some other streamers hunting it, or like just videos of other streamers hunting it, I think the best situation to be in is 5 eggs, or basically a multiple of 5 eggs, then that multiple being equivalent to the number of like pairs of systems you have, right? Like I have 10 eggs, so I really need like 2 sets of games running. Like I need 4 consoles, so I can trade like 5 eggs straight through and just trade those 5 eggs, not have to do a whole set of 10 trades, right? Like I think that's kind of what I've seen as one of the most efficient ways to do it. So, you know, if you had 10 eggs, you need like 4 systems. If you have 15 eggs, you need, you know, 6. If you have 5, you need 2. Like, I think that's probably the most efficient way to do it. But I only have the 2 capture cards. So right now they don't work together. So I'd only have 1, and I can't exactly do that hunt. Doing some super high odds hunts on the side to keep spirits up. Yeah, man, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, Manaphy's a great one to do because you can do it and, like, say I did this hunt that is, like, known possible. There are known, like, there are known encounters on it. People know it exists, but it's also infamous for what it is. So, yeah. But, yeah, you gotta do some other stuff on the side. That's part of why I stopped it. It was like the only thing I was doing, or it was like I was doing it every other stream or something, and you just gotta, it's gotta be one of those things that, like, you do it once a week, maybe, if I do, like, streams for it, right? Like, Jirachi is enough that I can do it, like, most streams every week, or most of my streams, but Manaphy just can't work like that. Yo, how's it going, Wake? How you doing, man? How's your arm feeling? Y5, you can only trade 4 per visit to the Union Room. You sure? I thought for 5 you only need... I don't think I ever had that problem. No! 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 I can't, no! Why? Why? We don't have Pokeballs, guys. We don't have Pokeballs. No! 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 Ah! No! Ah! I should probably put my headphones back on. No! We knew this was a risk. Why does this have to be the shiny? Why can't it be Jirachi? No! Ah! We knew it was coming. Ah! I can't believe it, guys. This is... Can we be lucky? The saddest thing right here. The saddest thing. It's gonna happen to do a hunt like this. Oh, for sure, for sure. I knew this was coming. But I can't believe it. It happened this soon. Ah! No! Oh my goodness. This is not great. It hurts to look at. What hurts more? What hurts more is being the one who has to take it out. We gotta honor it though. We gotta actually take it down. Oh my god, guys. A 1 in 8192. A 1 in 8192 shiny Pokemon. And it just fainted. Play some, like, some trumpets. Oh, man. Yo! It was the last patch of grass, too! Why? Why? Why did this have to happen? Oh my god. Alright, but we have to go back and heal now, too. Y'all. The last grass patch. Literally, we couldn't have taken one more step, could we? No. That's brutal. That's brutal. That's so brutal. Oh no. I can't believe that we just had that, guys. I'm so sad. I'm smiling because I don't know what to do. You know what we're doing? Oh, we're gonna go ahead and start this, I guess. I think it's in here. I only downloaded the one. 1 second, guys. I feel the need to do this. We're gonna go ahead and start this. There we go. There we go. We gotta put him there. Our boy, the shiny Zig. You'll avenge the Zigzagoon, you'll hunt your own and name it RIP because of this stream. Do it. Do it. Honor the boy. Also, that was unfortunate. We gotta rerun that anyways. Did I save? I don't think I saved. No, I did. Okay. Cool. Yo, Jimmy, what's going on? Came in to pay your respects for pay your condolences for the Zig. Appreciate it, Jimmy. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Yeah, no, that was that was rough. I wasn't expecting that this early. Man, I was not expecting that. At the patch of grass you found it in, do it, man. Do it. Go for the Zig. I didn't mean to growl twice. That's gonna be kind of useless. Alright, that actually might not be bad. We can hopefully catch up on the goof. Alright, yeah, we're actually doing well. 2 growls works just as long as Mudkip doesn't get a crit. One thing you do is if you see lots of ice types in adventure, you reset and do Zygarde instead of whatever you were hunting. Oh, that's clever. That's clever because yeah, if you pull out of a raid, all the like encounters stay the same. But I guess yeah, if you back out, you can choose and do a raid target. That's clever. Yeah, sour apples. You gotta let me know how the Zig hunt goes. Should you continue your hunt for shiny Rowlet? Do it, man. Do it. Go for the shiny Rowlet. Alright. Let's spam through this. Let's forget about this encounter as fast as we can. Alright, a 10-minute encounter. We haven't had one of those in a while. Hopping with the acro bike. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that randomized the encounters. All right, I'm also adding. Alright, so we're gonna have that there. 1 second. We're actually gonna let this one play through. I'm working on something on the stream real quick, guys. Apologies. Nah, never mind. Screw it, we're restarting it. Alright, that does have to be bigger. There we go. That's good enough. Make the zig a little bigger. We gotta pay our respects. We gotta have a memorial for the fallen. Alright, there we go. Now we can check. Now we can actually check Jirachi. Alright, now we can go again. He'll jinx you again just by entering the stream, I guess so. Join the stream right before Jirachi. That way it can be shiny. Oh, I can't believe that happened though, guys. That's insane. As a Ziggy owner, you have raised many. I have a shiny Galarian Ziggy. I don't actually have a Hoenn Ziggy shiny yet. That's the first one. Well, no, actually, no. This is the second uncatchable Zigzagoon I've encountered. This one was just a little bit more unfortunately uncatchable. Because it's not Emerald, so it doesn't mean anything. Goldie, I think some people said they might join, but it might take them some time. You have a female Salandit in your box. Nice! Transfer your Hoenn from Go to Sword. Nice. You know what? I have a shiny Zigzagoon there. So I do have a shiny Zigzagoon. It's just it's in Go, so I don't think about it nearly as much. Or unfortunately for it, think nearly as much of it. Shiny Sceptile, be flexing on them 9 shinies, non-shiny Ziggies. It's like, look, I sparkle. Can you do this? You can give the Salandit the tournament if you want. It's also shiny. I've got a couple Pokemon for that. I know Wake also has kind of been doing some stuff with that, so... In general, tournament stuff, I would talk with Wake about. I mostly am just hosting them at this point. I appreciate the offer. It's awesome that you guys have been... It's awesome that people have been offering up Pokemon as the prizes. I really appreciate it. It makes it easier for like me and Wake to have people do that. Shiny Hoenn Ziggy, I'm meeting a regular Galarian Ziggy. They hate each other? Oh no! Hoenn Zigzagoon should be jealous of the Chad Galarian Zigzagoon. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hoenn Zigzagoon's pretty great. Alright, there we go. Your Evolved Shiny Andorynth in the team. Interesting. A raccoon. An all-shiny team just coming across these regular Zigzagoons. Looking down on them with this air of superiority. Speaking of tournament shinies, any shinies that you have won are going to go back into the prize pool. So if you didn't win them, they're going to return in the near future. Nice. Yo, Chicken Nugget, the only myths you have are Keldeo and Regigigas. Oh, the only mythicals? Regigigas isn't a mythical though, right? It's just a legendary. But how's it going, Chicken Nugget? Hope you're doing well. Shiny Squad absolutely despises the non-shinies. Alright, we made it here with no casualties, guys. Oh, man. That's crazy. I can't believe that happened this early. Honestly, any shiny this early on is ridiculously crazy, in my opinion. So maybe we get 1, 2, maybe 4 encounters, 5 encounters on average. So we're only at like 600 encounters total. Like throughout the entirety of the raid. Forgot to put the announcement for this week's tournament. Hey, that's all good, man. Yeah, what's going on, MT? Just woke up from a nap. Hope it was a good one, man. How are you doing today? Oh, this is close. This is very close. But I think we got this. We got this. Despise Lucario shiny. Wish it was silver instead. Actually, love Lucario, but the shiny is no for you. The only casualty was a dead goon. The Fallen, the first of, unfortunately, probably many. Because we encounter on average, I feel like on average we encounter 2 wild Pokemon in this battle or in this run. So yeah, we're kind of expecting like we're kind of expecting to find like a shiny every like 1,000 like 1,300 encounters or so. Probably about like a Yusam like Charmed hunt, just minus the catchability of half of them. Shiny Sceptile staring down at the non-shiny Ziggy. Bow to me, pheasant. You had a dream about waffles? Sounds like a pretty good dream then, man. Can name it when I talk to Perch at the Pooch fight. If you get shiny Torchic, you gotta play to Slayport for the name raider. No, but yeah, I can name it immediately. It's just not worth naming any. It's not worth naming anything, normally, because like if we got Jirachi, I don't know exactly what the game plan would be. The Jirachi would probably get traded to Emerald. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's the only like loading animation that matters. Yeah, don't need that much help for Feeny. Feeny's really relatively easy. I think at first we thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult than Bulu, because you just don't have like a 4x weakness like you do with Bulu with poison. But Bulu was a bit more offensive. Feeny generally can tank pretty easily. Zygarde definitely needs help, but he's solo most Feenies. Yeah, Zygarde's ridiculous. Zygarde's probably the hardest Dynamax raid that I'm aware of. Random shiny Zubat in the box. The light. You had a dream about an unnamed store? Just like a big, like, department store kind of thing? Why'd I start that? I have no need to get that going that far. Just gonna restart that so it's sitting on a more pleasant screen. Surface of Pain, but it only ever uses it when it's desperate. Yeah. Yeah. That's like the one move that can be unfortunate, right? Like, that can actually hit the whole team. But it's pretty easy to be bulky against water types in those raids. Like, just don't pick fire. Don't pick fire and you're generally okay. Can solo Sigilia, but it's a bit hard, yeah. If you get a shiny Torchic, your hunt ends. I mean, I have 2 wireless adapters, so I can theoretically trade over the shiny Torchic to Emerald and keep going. Which will probably be what I do. Because I can't use Emerald for the hunt, and I have shinies on Emerald as well. So yeah, it would be something that we, like... We might pause the stream for the day at that point. But I do have a, like, adapter to do the trading and stuff. So, like, we can pick up the Jirachi still. The store is very odd. I gotcha. 144, oof. The real oof MT is that we now have a new section on the screen called The Fallen. Which is very unfortunate that it has to exist, but it does. Technically, Jirachi's more likely than... Well, I guess now, it's not more likely than that happening in general, but it's like... More likely than any individual Pokemon being shiny, but of course it's not Jirachi. Ice types, Comfey, and Wide Guard are all good for Zygarde. Oh, didn't mean to do that. The heck? Okay. I was spamming the menus and hadn't completely rotated around. Yo, Travis, how's it going, man? Challenge you with their tournament team. Just want to try yours. Oh, just like an OU team? Might be someone who wants to do stuff in chat. You just noticed, yeah, man. On 143, it was very unfortunate, man. I've had a question, I wonder if you know, can you use codes from ORAS to get mythicals and Sword? No. They only work for the game that they came for. 4x weakness gonna get you rip. There should be a section for people who's avenging it, in which you're avenging the shiny Ziggy, and might name it Orange Juice or something instead of Rip. Orange Juice is a good name for it. It's like, it's got some good colors there. Man. This stream is just added on top of a crazy day, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of things happened today. I don't want to say anything about them until it's like finalized, you know? But like a lot of stuff went into motion, and then we got this shiny. Or we encountered this shiny. As sad as it is that we had to knock it out. But oh no. Flashbacks. But yeah, just so much stuff's happened today. Hopefully some of it I can talk about soon. It's like life things. Ideally all of them I can, but hopefully one's like this week. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong the moment I started moving my finger to press the button. But I did it anyways. At least we did save. I think it's becoming muscle memory to like hit that button after saving. It shouldn't be, because I save more than once, and I don't reset every time. But there we go, we can start the battle. And this is why part of why I keep it off the, like, I keep it on this Jirachi screen, so in case I do goof like that, it doesn't become a problem. Shiny Zigzagoon died from Ian's hands without a Pokeball. I know. I know. You don't have any Pokeballs at that point! It's so sad. Wait, just post the announcement. Hey, awesome. The same reaction to Zigzagoon, you're saying no, sounds like in soccer when they say goal. Yeah, you tune in at the wrong moment, don't quite get what's going on, and like it sounds like gold and we're celebrating, but really I'm just dying of agony. Oh man, that was rough. That was really rough. Tangerine's more like it. It's almost like a creamsicle, right? Like an orange creamsicle. That's the kind of coloring it's got. Rip Ian, right? And it's not even like Emerald where that's a good sign. It means nothing. It means nothing except for that we had to knock out a shiny. Like in Emerald, at least when we got the shiny Zigzagoon in Emerald, at least like it meant something. It meant we were on track. But here it means nothing. It means nothing in the progress of Jirachi, except for that we have officially phased Jirachi. I guess I don't even know if it would really count as phasing since we couldn't catch it. Like, I think the only thing that can really phase Jirachi, or can be counted as a phasing on Jirachi, is Torchic. Even then, with how weird this hunt is, I wouldn't even consider that a phase. I was gonna tell you about the fact that you put Gen 8 OU, but you already fixed it. Ah. You want to be a member? Hey, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome if you were a member. Would love to have you. Your parents won't let you. Hey, that's understandable, though. I get that. All good. We need a goal like emote when Ian goofs super bad on stream. We gotta get those members to have the emotes. We also need the emotes. That's one of the big things. We can only really add emotes, like obviously when we have enough members to allow for YouTube to allow us to add the emotes. But we also need the emotes to add. That's another key piece of the puzzle. Right now, the Rowlet emote has been mocked up. I think Pony posted a mock-up of the emote. But I think it just needs to be, like really, really done. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, man. Speaking of members, apparently the latest member, another glitch, what are the services called? In Streamlabs. So there's also updates that we get, like, about 30 minutes ago in the stream. An update came through that said you've been a member for 2 months in a row. So I think basically what happened is you re-signed up as a member. Like, effectively, it's been a month since you rejoined as a member. And so you've become a member again by resubscribing and becoming a member for another month, is effectively what's happened. Like, notice your emote's the blue and purple Rowlet now, and not the shiny one. So you've been here for 3 months. That's what that's referring to. Way back in the day, like when I wasn't streaming as much, that's what would happen. The latest member thing would rotate through everyone. I don't know how it decides to do that or what it decides to do with that, but it happens occasionally, yeah. Most of Streamlabs, like, glitches aren't Streamlabs, they're just YouTube glitches. Like, YouTube changes their API up a bunch. Mr. Mind, can you join the tourney? Can I join? No, I'll be hosting it. I try not to join with that. I think ideally people involved with organizing wouldn't be in it. Wake's been in the last couple just because... With the last one, I actually told Wake to join because at the time we had 7 people. 2 backed out at the end, but like we had 7 people, and having Wake as the 8th was going to make it a round bracket. But in general, I think like the hosts and the organizers probably shouldn't be in the tournament just for like conflict of interest kind of things. Like, everyone here's chill. I wouldn't want any of that kind of stuff to happen. I know Wake wouldn't want any of that kind of stuff to happen. But just like to make sure everyone like is cool with it. In general, we'll probably not be in it, especially when there's prizes and stuff on the line. Last week was an exception with that. The roulette looked different. It do. It do. I feel like there's a couple Rowlets we haven't seen, just because I wasn't streaming while we had members at that level. Like, I'm not sure if we ever saw... No, we definitely did. We definitely saw the purple and yellow rowlet. I don't know if there's any rowlets we haven't seen, but I know there's some rowlets we haven't seen as much of. Can you make your own team and you battle the winner? I don't really know how that would work with the Break It Buy It tournament. I might make that. I think it could be fun maybe to build a team for a couple of the tournaments where like you can like properly build a team. The Break It Buy It tournament doesn't really work for that. I don't think. Maybe it does. But like maybe for some of the more like traditional tournaments, I can build a team and like battle afterwards. Kind of like what we do with the Metro battles, where we just had some casual off the bracket battles afterwards. Maybe we could do some of those. What would you do if there's an odd number of competitors? And I mean, we've dealt with it before. I think for this one, what would happen is, because it makes sense to ask with this one. Other people have to play in. I think what would happen, and Wake, I guess this goes best for you, to like answer. But my thought is effectively, you randomize to an extent a Pokemon that would have potentially been battled against. If you're able to sit out of a tournament, you'll happily provide coaching throughout the week, since it wouldn't be giving you an advantage. Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, and also, like, if you're sitting out of the tournament, it makes it easier for you to be the one to validate. Like, to validate teams, you know, make sure everyone is, make sure everyone's ready for the tournaments, make sure everyone's, like, built a team that's actually valid for the tournament, especially when you do stuff like monocolor. Avoid any confusion. Like, I think there's a little bit of confusion after the last tournament. Like, checking teams that you can't, like, just verify quickly with a Showdown. Or even doing the Showdown teams, just in case anyone's new and doesn't know. But, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's where, like, you being in the tournaments gives an advantage to you if you see everyone's teams and their movesets. So it'd be best, yeah, for you to probably sit out. Like, ideally, especially for, like, the streamed tournaments. I think it's different when it's just casual, like, midweek tournaments or something. Or just not streamed ones, where it's just everyone chilling in Discord, having a good time. So, yeah, that's... So, yeah, if we have a... I guess, Wake, I guess that would be a question for you. I won't answer it, since I won't step on toes. If we have an odd number of competitors and we have to have, like, play-in rounds... like we've had for pretty much every tournament with this week's. What would they do? Because it would be the disadvantage if they just didn't get them on. What happens when there's an odd number of contenders? Yeah, so that's where I think we need an answer on that. Because it makes sense. That's a valid question for this week. Because you can't just, like, sit out and join in. Because you'll have one Pokemon when someone else has two. I guess my assumption is we would, like, randomize and give them one. And let them basically act as though they won. My assumption. Maybe that's not what we do. Yo, Cinder, how's it going? You paused right on the uncatchable Zig. Rip, but also lol. Yes. Also, I hope we win this battle right out, because I don't know if I saved. I don't want to reset. I'm gonna growl. Coach you in the way of starters. You soloed Solgaleo before, but it's a bit hard. Yeah. The AI doesn't make it easy, that's for sure. Alright, this is gonna come down to who can get a crit. We're both gonna be doing minimal damage here. I'm doing more, but because it's so close, we're talking like 2 HP extra on my side per turn. So, like, it's enough to overcome the, it's enough to overcome that one extra move that Mudkip dealt damage to me on. But, like, if Mudkip crit right there, it would have been over for me, because I wasn't going to finish him off. Maybe if... Alright, we're good. We're good. I was concerned that, like, if Mudkip crit there, I would have been down. Still working on Ziggy. Oh, you're all good. You're all good. I know it'll take some time. There's a mismatched number of Mons between battlers. You'll either have the one at a disadvantage gain a random Mon, or you'll have the one with advantage play without one of their Mons. Gotcha. So this tournament, Waker, you're gonna have people like verify their team with you beforehand, like even though it's just one mon, like send in one mon beforehand, just so that way, like if you do end up in a situation where someone's gonna be playing in, or like someone's gonna be getting a bye and someone else is playing, they can't like change their team after seeing the other person's. I don't know if that'd be a concern at any point, but I was curious about that. Now we actually turn off and on the system. This is the time we do that. Alright, let's check. This is a Jirachi. Gonna have them verify and all that just to establish as a standard going forward. Awesome, sounds good. Yeah, basically take where I would just like DM everyone like, hey, is everyone ready? But I guess like take that a step further and be like, hey, you have your team? Just really make sure people are like aware of what's going on and you know everyone's ready to go and queued up. I don't think we're official enough to have like time slots people gotta show up for, but like making sure everyone's like present and aware when they're the first match. Break it buy it thing might be weird to play, but sounds interesting to play. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the idea of like these weeks, right? Is like at the moment still every other tournament's just a really casual kind of thing. I actually don't even know necessarily like if I'll stream every single one of these like casual tournaments. It'll probably be consistent. It'll be consistent that I think I stream the like tournaments based around like an OU meta, like the bigger tournaments like that. But I'm not sure if every single one of these like side like silly tournaments would be streamed. Largely, I think they will. But like if I need a Saturday off and it's a silly stream, like or if it's a silly week, it might just not happen. You know. But yeah, definitely establishing some standards for that going forward is gonna be awesome. Yeah, so wait, are we still handling all the signups through Discord with this one, or are we looking into something else for that? Discord is great, fun and great for gaming with friends. Heck yeah, man. Last question from you. Do you suggest being smart and strategies about the start you pick an item, or just go random and hope you get lucky? I guess that one will just come down to what happens, right? Like, you can only really plan so much. You're dealing with a base evolution starter. If your first mon going up against another base evolution starter, you might just end up at a type disadvantage. That's just how it could be. Oh, okay. Oh, how to use their exact setup. Dang, so that's gonna make for some like on the fly. How will we handle that? Will it be like, I guess on the fly rebuilding the team, or building that new mon? That'll be interesting. Might try out challenge for this one, but you put a sign up in Discord just to get the message out since you were running late. All good, man. Yeah, like, and if we do something that isn't Discord, like if we do something like that, I can like make a community post on the channel and be like, hey, especially for the ones that I'm streaming, be like, hey, we're streaming this tournament this weekend. If you want to sign up, go here. And yo, Hamza, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Just got off work and into the stream. Let's get it. How's it going? It's going well, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Yeah, it's been a crazy stream so far. We have a new section in the chat called The Fallen, unfortunately. As we found a shiny Zig, but we had no Pokeballs, so it had to go away. Well, yo, super chat hype for Hamza. Thank you, man. How's it going, Mel? Welcome to the stream. Super chat hype, heck yeah. Every Pokemon has a weakness. This is going to be difficult to say be random. I mean, yeah, that's probably going to be the best. There's only so much you can really think through it, right? That is my horrifically uncompetitive mindset, though, when it comes to, or like my uneducated mindset with competitive, so maybe there's an objectively best starter that handles it all the best. I don't know. But yeah, everything's gonna have a weakness. A dead Zigzagoon. There was a shiny Zigzagoon, Mel, and it was a... I didn't mean to, I've done that twice now. I've like let go of both buttons and hit A again first. Yeah, there was a shiny Zigzagoon, but there were no Pokeballs. It was very unfortunate. Hate when we have to give up a shiny. Yeah, man. I wish we could catch it, but we just don't have Pokeballs until after we get Jirachi. Any wild encounter we come across is going to be uncatchable, unfortunately. The only two things we can get shiny and actually keep are the Jirachi and Torchic. If you think about it, Rowlet has a type advantage with the dual flying grass type. Good point. And also it has an advantage because it's Rowlet and awesome. Everything has a weakness, with the exception of Pikachu and Eevee. Oh, those count. I guess those count. Oh, Eevee would be a very interesting pick. Eevee would be really interesting, 'cause if you get to evolve it. Like if you had an Eevee on your team, if Eevee was considered a starter and you got to evolve an Eevee, you could get any type or most types. That'd be crazy. Which, I mean, I guess most of the types are available as a secondary typing on something, but it's one of the only ways to... It's the only way to Pokemon in that tournament that isn't water, fire, or grass in some way. That'd be really interesting. It's close. I'll do the growl. I think we would have won anyways, but... Just want to be safe. Already don't like our odds. Oh no! Is it not going well in the Zygarde raid? Let's make Eevee would be trap card in the late game. I mean, like that's the thing. Eevee would be a really interesting one to go with. Gonna ban EVMZ. Oh yeah, with items and all that. Oh, and I guess this has to be... So, I'm assuming this means Galarian starters are off limits, right? Since I don't think every starter is available in Gen 8, which means every other starter wouldn't... Not necessarily every other starter would be allowed? Or am I wrong there? What about his Z moves? Just have a surfing Pikachu. Alright, and with that we can save. Once we have saved, we can go ahead and reboot. Man. I still can't get over the Zigzagoon, guys. That's too much, man. Every starter is available as National Dex Allows Fat. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. It makes sense that there's a category that allows all of them. Might ban Z crystals in round 1 because the wrong matchup could be a one-shot. Yeah, I mean, almost in that case, it might just be worth banning them through the whole thing, just to make it less like confusing, right? Because then if you do end up in a situation where it's like round 1 that's not allowed, but then you get into a round 2 that's still a round 1 for one person. Nope. I hit the wrong thing. Doesn't anything goes have all starters? Yeah, I kind of forgot that there was like an actual, like, Showdown has a category that allows that. Alright, new game. Just button mash for a bit. But yeah, so yeah. You guys are right, there's a category that would allow that. Yeah, I think the best way to go about it is to have rules that apply, like, globally on the tournament. You don't just have, like, rules that apply in a certain round, but then not another, and they might end up applying that round given certain circumstances. Like, a blanket ban on something, especially in something this casual, I think is way better than, like, really making the rules, like, messy, you know? That's my thought. I'm not the one running it, so not my final say, but that is my thoughts looking into it, having done a couple, like, rule things on stuff. People choose the same starter? I would imagine so. I don't think we're gonna have enough where people would have to. That's just my thoughts given the previous turnouts on tournaments. But it is. I imagine it would be possible that everyone could just pick the same thing. It would be boring, but I think everyone could. But again, it's Wake's call. It's Wake's call. I shouldn't be answering these questions, I feel. I'm just stepping on toes doing that. To your question, yeah, so Juan had a question there, just as far as, like, if you're limited on, like, if there's only, like, one person can pick each starter. My assumption is that that wouldn't be, like, a limitation, but again, I don't want to assume anything. I would rather leave it up to the coordinator of the tournament to make those calls. And so quiet focus mode, heck yeah. I'm still just silently mourning the Zig. The fallen Zig. Hey, there we go. It's not a bad Torchic. Alright, so how many encounters do you think we're gonna get to today, guys? I'm guessing 12. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. It's not going to be 14. 14 required, like, pretty much perfection, and we lost that when I stood up and moaned for a bit with Zig. Anyone can choose any starter they like. Hey, that makes the most sense. To me. Gotta go right now. Alright, see you later, Goldie. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Good luck with your adventures in the Dynamax raids. Hope it goes well. Sort of another counter just to count the random encounter Pokemon, including Torchic, so when you see another shiny, you know the number of encounters you met it at. True. True. At this point, it's been long enough that I don't think it would make sense. Or, like, you know, like, we'd be off by potentially, like, 500. I'm just kind of going off the average of probably about 5 total encounters per round. Because sometimes we make it through all of the grass, 0 encounters, therefore we have 3 encounters per time. Other times we get 6 or 7. So I think it averages out pretty well, I think, to 5. So that's kind of where I'm leaving it. It's just mentally kind of keeping track of the fact that we're around like 600-ish. 6 or 7. I guess we're kind of close to 750 in terms of total number of Pokemon seen. Zalara Amiibo, what is going on? I'm gonna stop at 169, probably on one day. It might be a time. It might be a time we stop. Be pretty nice. All right. But how's it going, Zalara? Hope you're doing well today. If you encounter another shiny, you will gladly hunt for it after Zig. All right. Hey, at least you know they're all on the same route. I'm gonna avenge all of these fallen shinies. I dig it. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we do here. Alright, let's just risk it this time. We're getting 4.5 HP dealt to us each turn. We will win if it doesn't crit here. Cool, we won. Nice. What happened to Zig? We found a shiny Zigzagoon without having any Pokeballs. We had to knock it out. It was a very sad time. Was honestly not expecting that. But it happened. It's inevitable. It's honestly inevitable that that would happen at some point during the stream. The number of random uncatchables that we encounter... yeah, the number of uncatchables that we encounter is higher than the number of catchables, which is 2. We average, I think, about 3 like random encounters that we just can't deal with per stream. One of those being Poochyena. So like, it's just an unfortunate thing that we might have to knock him out. It's so brutal, yeah. Yeah, it's brutal, but it's expected. It was something that we kind of knew about going into this hunt. The fact that we don't get Pokeballs until, like, right now means that anything we encounter before this is 100% just a risk of that happening. Ooh, more, not time save, but consistency there. You guys are going to kind of facepalm that I haven't been doing this, but I need to be spamming B during that May dialogue. Because spamming B there means I can't accidentally rerun that line. Could have ran away and let it live, but he murdered it. I was upset, and I needed to let it out. No, I figured that was the only way to let it go. You're a Hoenn person, so you would know exactly where Pokemon are found in routes. Heck yeah, dude. Hoenn's the best region. But yeah, everything we encounter is right here. Rip Zig, yeah, man. I'd pour one out if it wouldn't be poured onto my carpet. And also because I actually want the water. Holding B makes text go faster anyways. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. But basically it's determining when you should be holding B and pressing A or holding A and pressing B. Right? Because those buttons act slightly differently, you know, when you come up on like an option. But they act the same when spamming through dialogue. So generally I hold B and spam A in like a section like this where I do want to hit the dialogue boxes that are coming up. Like when I can just like still spam through that menu, and then I let go and just actually, you know, menu for a second. Then I can hit start, and then it's just back to the same thing. Ah, dang it, I did it wrong. Now we can go back to that. I did it one, like, click too early. But yeah, now I can just hold down the buttons and spam. And pretty much holding down B and spamming A works in most situations. like that, but if it's a dialogue with a person, holding down A and spamming B works better because it means you won't reactivate the dialogue. So really I should be doing that more than I should be doing the A. Unless I actually need to hit A, which is very rare that I need to do that at the end of spamming. I think the only time I can think that doing that is the first talk with Birch there before you have control over a character. Here it doesn't matter because you just get spit out, so you're not actually talking to anyone. But like, you do need to be spamming. You have to be spamming B through part of Birch after getting your starter, because otherwise you nickname it and that takes time. And then you have to switch after that confirmation. You have to switch so that you are talking with so that you're hitting A, so that you agree with Birch on, oh, I should go see May. It's just a matter of knowing which buttons to be spamming when, and that just takes some time to really like kind of figure out what you're doing. If you're just like doing it from memory and you're not doing it from like some guide that's like trying to super hyper optimize this hunt, because no guide is going to be doing that. Yo, Shiny Celebi 64, welcome to the stream. The Fallen POV shows itself sad of encountering a trainer coffee with no Pokeballs. So sad. Forgot you can encounter Pokerus if you're lucky. No, 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 no. I don't want to think about that. Granted, I guess if I encounter Pokerus, it still works out for me because I get Pokerus on my Mon. But I'm not checking for that. Avocado the Shiny? Heck yeah, dude. The Shiny Zubat? Heck yeah. Need one of these. An emergency medical heart? Yes. To repair my heart after having to take out a Shiny, guys. And it was the last patch of grass, too. That's the saddest part to me. It was the last patch of grass. Like, we could have avoided it if we went literally one more, if we were able to take one more step. But it was the last step that we had to take where we could risk an encounter. In the entire thing. Like, we don't hit grass on the way back to Birch. It was the last patch of grass before May. Yeah, so like you have to spam B here. Or to start spamming B here so that you're ready for this part. Because as soon as you hear the you gotta be hitting B. So you hit A right after that, you accept the nicknaming dialogue. Yeah. So it's like no to nickname, immediately switch to holding B and spamming A. Because he's like, hey, you should go see May. It's like, cool. So now I just kind of like immediately start hitting down and start rolling my thumb. Hold B and roll along on A. Hopefully not mess up, because the GameCube D-pad's terrible. It's terrible, so you can end up in situations like that where you're just kind of walking around, unfortunately and aimlessly. Oh, come on. Man, but when that Zigzagoon came in, I noticed it, and I was like, please don't. Please just be my mind playing games on me. But nope. It was not tricking me. It was right. What it saw was the truth. I didn't want to accept it, but I had to. Pokerus. Remember getting Pokerus in your old Game Boy Pokemon game, and you thought it was a bad virus? You reset the game? Oh no. It's like me thinking that I almost certainly knocked out a Shiny because I probably saw the sparkles and thought it was overflowing with XP. The number of kids that knocked out a Shiny because they thought it was glitched. Birch, hey, you should let May bully you. Yeah. Basically like, hey, let's go, yeah, so me and your dad have beef, and we're just gonna use you two to unhealthily, like, deal with our rivalry. So go battle my child. Here's a Pokemon that's weak. Hopefully this battle goes quickly. Hopefully it's not a problem battle. Shiny Zigzagoon is inevitable. Realistically, finding an uncatchable Shiny in this hunt was pretty inevitable. As much as they kind of talk about Jirachi having better odds than everything else, it's like, yeah, but when you encounter multiple things with those slightly worse odds compared to the one with the slightly better odds, I gotta growl again because this Mudkip was rude. You know, it's bound to happen. See, this is where it's ridiculous. Like, why growl if that's gonna happen? Because now that's the damage. That's my damage output. The fact that it only does 2 now doesn't matter because it crit me. Could I crit right here? Yeah, but I'm not gonna. And if I crit, it wouldn't matter. I still would have gone down. Or I still wouldn't have taken it down. Don't reset the game. That pink fish thing is not a glitch. It's a shiny. Right? It's like, hold on, wait. You're goofing. You're goofing. Alright, immediate growl, because I know I have worse attack stats. Or I know I'm doing less damage. Whatever stat's causing that, I don't know. Yo, dog lover, welcome to the stream. How you doing? A dog lover raid. It's true, but is it inedible? Most people would say so. I believe most people would say that it is inedible. That Zigzagoon is not edible. Some other Pokemon species might say it is, but don't listen to them. Oh, we barely got that. We barely got that. But we got it, nonetheless. It was got. Alright. Here it doesn't matter because May walks away before we could re-interact with her. Which button you press? It's an actual raid. Were you streaming? What were you streaming? The lights in game use real electricity. This is true. It's true. Inadvertently, they do. The reverse card. We've raided you somehow, but you came to our chat. Electro types use real electricity. Yeah. Yeah, you only see their moves because of actual electricity. Weirdly, it also means ground type moves use electricity. Ah, I didn't even listen. I'm still not listening to my own rules of spamming A on, or B on that last encounter. Or that last dialogue with May. Oh well, we haven't been super efficient today, that's okay. We did a bunch of extra encounters yesterday, so we're already like... We're already well past where we were kind of expected to end up. We were expected to end up at 140 at the end of today, based off of our previous history. So we're at least a whole stream ahead at this point. You're streaming Pokemon Soul Silver Episode 3? It's your first time playing a Gen 2 game. Oh, nice. Like a first time in a Johto game? That's awesome. I still need to finish my my copy of Heart Gold. Also, excuse me if anyone heard that. Your arm is in a splint? Oh no! I guess were you able to go to a doctor and have them look at it? Hopefully it heals quickly. And hopefully the splint helps. We need a Pokemon game that actually has how many encounters resets it takes to get a shiny. Like, that actually tells you how many it took. Well, I guess, well, since you're soft resetting, the game doesn't really know what's going on. It's going well. Hey, that's good. That's good. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Alright, we can spam, boop, boop. And remember, we have to start actually hitting buttons right. I need to get through that right, and then I can go back to spamming. Splints feel pretty slow. I like being in a splint or having like a shin splint. Cause yeah, shin splints can be rough. I got a couple, as sad as it is, I got shin splints from how much I sit on the couch working. Cause I kept standing up from the couch way more than like, you know, you normally do. because I was using that as my office for a bit with working from home. Splint's really heavy. I mean, it's got to be pretty solid to make sure your arm stays in place. So it makes sense. But yeah, it's good that you've got the stuff it needs to heal. Because that's really important, especially something like your arm. You really need your arms to be working correctly. I feel like a splint's a good way to learn exactly how much you need it. I bet you're seeing 2 months? Oh, dang. Well, I mean, as long as it heals right, you know, it doesn't really matter how much time it takes, I feel. As long as it heals the correct way. So, no, my neighbor ended up in a situation where his arm was at a cast. And the day he got it out of the cast, he got in a fight with his brother and re-broke his arm on the exact same spot. So, like, just hadn't quite healed all the way, and I think the doctor just kind of, like, underestimated how rough, how rough that arm's life was. I was like, yeah, you're good, you can come out of the cast, and then, boop, immediately back in. People need arms, simply use telekinesis instead. Mel would like to know this, we had a conversation about that today. Alright, this will be Jirachi number 150. Telekinesis 2 instead. English, 10 out of 10. Heck yeah. Perfect grammar to me, man. Spam B. Spam A. There we go. We should start put like an XSplit counter on the stream. Really figure out where we can save some time on this encounter. I have to have like a split button at my foot. Ah, dang it. At least you made a 151. That's the entire Kanto Dex. Heck yeah. Have your stuffed polar bear named Pasta with you in your bed. Hey, that's awesome. I love that name. Pasta's a good name. Saving 3-minute save, so we're on track for a good time. Boom. Alright, there we go. Hopefully we get some glass cannon Pokemon here. Since I know we're low on health, we're definitely glass. Whew, that's rough. That's rough. That's a 4-turn KO on us. Still looking like a 4-turn KO on us. It might be a 5 if we get lucky. Looks like we might actually get lucky and it might be a 5. Dang, we got really lucky. That is a 5. Nice! Don't just stop at a split counter, go all the way, get some speedrunning music, go for a world record, become speed. The real end goal is to have a summoning salt video made on this run. Or on this hunt. That's the end goal of speedrunning, right? To be featured in a summoning salt. In a summoning salt video. Alright, there we go. Let's get this Jirachi going. If you had a bonus disc, you'd go for this for optimization's sake. Just to, like, see what it's like, yeah. It's really interesting how much time has been saved over the past, like, on these runs. Over the past, like, 2 weeks, the amount of time that I've shaved off on each encounter. It really does come down to which button do you use to spam. But what if you end up being the one to summon the salt? Like, to bring him to the streams? That'd be dope. One day if Summoning Salt ever talks about Sonic Riders, you might make a cameo. Heck yeah, dude. Just go take literally all the world records and have them make a video like the Quest for Perfection Mario Kart one. Simply hit the spacebar to go up to 1600 speed. Yeah, use an emulator. I don't know why anyone hasn't thought of this before. This is such an easy strategy. Boom, reset. Alright, we're at least gonna get one more encounter in. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get 2 more encounters in here. We got 25 minutes left on the stream. I forgot how much time there was left. You have a stopwatch ready on the iPad. Alright, man. I'm gonna see how long it takes. We're gloating by getting the world record even after typing in a full name and not just going with ah. It's a really RNG dependent run though, right? Like, because you can run across a random Pokemon on the grass. You could have none, or you can have like 5. You're not joking, you're timing this? Alright, man. The pressure's on, then. Oh, come on, of course it's already a goofed run. Failed run, start over, soft reset. No shiny Jirachi encounter for us today. Excuse me. Getting sleepy. It's been a busy day, honestly. Like, mentally, it's just been a lot of stuff going on. Wow, I really missed that door. How'd I get my disc? One of my buddies from high school still just had it. Yeah, we keep in touch still. And I casually kind of mentioned that I was, like, looking for one of these discs. Like, haha, someone convinced me not to buy it on eBay for the ridiculous price. Because they're ridiculously priced. And my buddy was like, I've got one. And I'm borrowing it from him. So yeah, that's how I got my disc. I just happened to know a person who had one. Imagine if it was Encounter 151. Wrong gen, but still. It's always a significant number for Pokemon. You can just select the default Brenda name. It'd be faster than ah. True, true. No menus at all. And then when we were talking, like, the frames of how long it takes to draw the name on screen. Cringy James just went live. Oh, he did? That's awesome. Cringy's a cool dude. He's like one of the OG stream members. He was back in the streams when I had like 100 subs, if even that. He was. I remember him from like my 3rd or 4th stream. It was crazy. I mispronounced his name back then. I said Genji Games and didn't correct it for like a week, I think. I didn't realize I had said it wrong. But yeah, that was back in 2017. It's a long time ago now. Just happen to know a person who had one. Ah, is that what they call shoplifting these days? Yeah, I went and shoplifted a game that like isn't even in stores. That's 100% what happened. It was never even sold in stores. Speed walks faster than he can run. Yes. If I run, I trip over my own feet. Ah, dang it. All right. Made it through that grass. That was concerning because I stepped in it a little early, which meant we got an extra step. Ruby Kid's weird with his feet, the way he like kind of waddles around. It'd be nice if we got the running shoes earlier. Honestly, though, I don't know if the dialogue would take too long. Right? Like, if you got the dialogue... Would we have enough time post getting running shoes? Assuming you got running shoes leaving the lab, would there be enough time up and down this route to make up for all the dialogue and the stopping that would happen with getting the running shoes? I'm not actually sure it would be worth it. It probably would be, like, unless the dialogue was ridiculously long, but why? Please don't be like this. Ah. We gotta reset. So unfortunate. I think we had that one. We had that one if we hadn't gotten crit. I think. I think we would have been okay if we hadn't gotten crit there. So just a normal retry. No getting fancy with the growls yet. Yeah. This is looking like it'll do 5 damage there. It'll do 4 damage next time. Alright, we got the crit, so we're well off now. Okay, 5-5, so good thing we got the crit. This might actually not have worked out for us. Oh, and it missed. Nice! Can't run without running shoes. Speed walks faster than running. I've walked his whole life till now. Yeah, okay, that also is the thing. Our character's like 10, right? 10 or 11? And he now has to be told how to run? What is this nonsense? What is the point of running shoes? Why do we have to acquire them in order to run? We always get them in like the first 10 minutes of gameplay. Anyway, like why? I don't know, man. I don't know. Like there's a reason they removed them eventually. There's like you just run. There's no need to like make you wait for this item. Honestly, it's probably just a way for Game Freak to have justified Gen 1 not having had them. Right? Like, you don't have them at all for Gen 1 because they just didn't have them. And it was probably a big complaint that, man, it takes forever to walk around. So, like, in the later games, it's like, we can't just say that the Kanto kid didn't run. Let's, explain the running shoes. You need running shoes to run, and he just didn't have the running shoes. Maybe that was their way of kind of logicking it? I don't know. It's one of those weird things where... like, running shoes didn't need to exist. The only people who really, like, feel like, oh, they took another thing out of Pokemon are, like, weirdly nostalgic for that kind of thing, like, and don't want the games to change at all. But, yeah, there's no need for that to be a separate item. What, you unlocked the skill of running before you received a magical creature to be used in fighting matches? Blasphemy. You used to get a crit shirt. We got the crit lip emote. We got the member emote. Pretty sure it's more believable for Red to not like running instead of being incapable of running without special shoes. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. There's not a lot believable about you need running shoes, unless he's literally walking around all of Kanto in dress shoes. Like, that's the only thing I could think of where you could even remotely be like, yeah, that makes sense, right? Pooch, 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 crit, pooch, 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 pooch. There's one imposter among us. Indeed. He walks on his knees and is given legs. Oh, he walks on his knees and is given legs to run with, that's the thing. The running shoes actually come with all your legs. The running shoes are actually all of your leg from the shin down. Eight minutes, 16 seconds, 0.52, 8:16.52, nice. That's not bad, especially with some goofs. So yeah, we really pulled this encounter down. This right here will probably be the last encounter, maybe? I don't know. Nah, never mind. We'll probably get another one in on top of this. I'm just trying to think as far as, like, will we get it all in one stream? Or, like, will we finish it within the 2 hours? It'll probably be just over the 2 hours. We got 13 minutes left, so, like, that's enough time for an encounter and a half, so let's do an extra, you know, like, 4 minutes. I think. That's what it's looking like. Alright, spamming, spamming, spamming. Can his mom run? Good question. Good question. Let's raid Grungy. That might be a good one. Yeah. As long as we got the raid hype going at the end of the stream here. We still got a little bit. I generally look up the target for the raid like during our last Jirachi encounter. I let that one run through. But yeah. That's a possibility. We haven't raided him in a good bit. Also, guys, I'm excited. I'm working on... There's so many things I want to talk about, but, like, I don't want to talk about any of them until stuff's concrete. But, man, there's one thing. I'm going to be working on it tonight. I picked up parts for it today. I've been picking up parts for it for, like, the past month, and I keep learning I need other parts, or, like, you know, things change a little bit. But, man, I got something I'm working on. I got some parts for it today. Hopefully I can get it working soon. Yo, Spartan76, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? But man, I'm excited for that one. I'm excited. I thought I had it done. Has anyone else ever had like a project where you thought you had it done? Like you thought you were like 99% of the way there. And then as soon as you finish that last percent, you realize that you've barely even scratched the surface of what you need to do. Because, man, that was me with this thing. I was like, oh, man, I'm so close. I got it. I had it working, and I was watching it run and went, wait a minute. Like, I was watching it work, and then I realized, hold on, there's a crucial part of this that's not here. Excuse me. It's concrete. The shiny Zigzagoon is dead. Yes, it is. And I am sad. Me. I imagine that's happened with art stuff, like Juan. I assume there's been something where like, oh, I'm done, and then you realize that there's some like part of it that just ends up taking forever. I would assume that's happened, but yeah, it's like I spent like a weekend trying to figure out the code for this thing. I got the code written. I like learned new skills to make this all work, and I was like, oh, it's like perfect. It's such like this succinct little like clean project. Like, man, this is gonna be cool. And then I realized I was missing one crucial part, and man, does that take a lot of stuff to work on. Yo, Yoshimoto, welcome to the stream. Good luck on the hunt. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's been a fun one. We've been getting it faster and faster each week. Or not each week, but each day. Hopefully we can get some luck soon so we don't have to encounter any more uncatchable shinies. So close. Hey, there we go. A triple? A triple what, dog lover? Alright, heck yeah. Yeah, we definitely have time for another encounter on top of this. This encounter is definitely going faster than the last one. It's only been like 5 minutes so far for the whole thing. Definitely, clearly we still have dialogue here, but... when you line art and realize that the layering is wrong and have to redo things, plan around it, or have to scrap some parts to find a way to doing projects in a different way. Gotcha. Triple scoop of ice cream. Yo, nice. For you, nice. I haven't had ice cream in a while. Alright, let's save. Boom. Alright, so we got this Jirachi, and we'll be doing one more, and then we'll be wrapping up with a raid. Don't you know the ooh baby a triple meme? I do, but I was wondering what they were like referencing it with there. Like, yeah. Like, I know the meme, but I feel like that meme doesn't like work in a vacuum. Like, you gotta be saying it about something that like the triple applies to, right? Or in some kind of ironic way as well, that always works. Alright guys, one more Jirachi. What if you get it on... What if you get it on... Or in your 160th counter, or why? Or why? Triple kill boy meme? Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the meme. I'm not that old. I'm not that like lost on the hip youth. Eight 11:51. All right, yeah, we have just enough time to do another encounter. Best meme from COD, press F to pay respects. The dumbest QuickTime event in history. Honestly, one of like the longest running memes, right? Like almost everything else is faded in and out, like has faded out at some point. Even if it fades back in, it faded out at some point. F never did. F has stuck around consistently. Which COD was that? Was that an Infinite Warfare? Which one was it? What if I get it? I mean, then I would get it on those encounters. It would be kind of funny because haha, funny numbers, but like nothing special would really happen. Advanced, you think? Okay. Yeah, because I didn't play... I skip around with Call of Duties. Like, I only play them every once in a while. I did play for a good chunk, obviously, not surprisingly, in middle and high school. I played a good chunk of them. I played 4 Modern Warfare, both Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 is my big one. Then I got Ghosts. I pre-ordered Ghosts. I got Ghosts day 1 and was so disappointed. I didn't play a Call of Duty game again until Black Ops 3 when it was on sale on PC. And I picked it up on sale, played the multiplayer for a bit, finally beat the story like this past summer, or past fall or something. So I really haven't like played all that much of it. Or I skipped that for a while. I got Modern Warfare 2019 and enjoyed that, but again, it'll probably be a long time before I pick up another Call of Duty game. Just how I go with them. So like the Advanced Warfares or the Infinite Warfares or any of that stuff has all just kind of happened without me really paying attention. Because they were all just kind of the same game, honestly. They all seemed like it. They were all just very confusing. It was the same game with a different, like, overpaid actor that they put in it. And I say overpaid because they didn't do a whole lot, and they got paid because of their name, and that was the whole point, right? Was it Kevin Spacey in one of them? I forget who was in the other, but it was another, like, big-name actor that you're, like... They just, like, put their face in to have their face in. Black Ops 3 did the same thing. Where effectively was attempting to be a movie, right? Like... Because it's one thing to have, like, a big actor play a character in a live-action movie, and obviously The Rock looks like The Rock in everything he plays, or Jason Statham, or anyone looks like themselves when they're playing this other character. But a video game doesn't have to have that. You can just have motion tracking and get right, like... But they were, like, constantly trying to make them look like the person, right? Like, the bad guy looked like the actor playing the bad guy. If you have a good Torchic and don't get any random encounters, and don't get crit by May, and walk the perfect route with all the button... Oh no, I didn't save. We're gonna have to do stuff. With the... You can go down 2 minutes possibly. Yeah, right? I goofed. It's also today's date. I never played the newest Modern Warfare, seriously. Before that, Black Ops 3 was your last COD. Played them all before that. Nice. Yeah, Black Ops 3 was such like a fever dream of a story that I don't know what was going on in that process, right? No, that's a different thing. That's a different thing. Juan's right, dog lover. Boy, this chat's a PG chat, so we're not going to go into that. A bed joke. That's probably the most family-friendly way you could put that one. Yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it, though. So we're gonna leave that. Haven't played campaign since Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 campaign is great. It's probably one of the best, like, modern Call of Duty campaigns. It might be one of the best campaigns overall. Yeah. I mean, because, yeah, Call of Duty is not really meant to be for the campaign, let's be real. They throw that in because they've had it in there since the beginning, but after COD 4, the campaign stopped being the main reason people played the game. COD 4 struck the multiplayer formula so right that literally every like multiplayer FPS game emulates it. And yeah, they haven't had to do anything like that in so long. Like they haven't had to care about the campaigns in forever, because even I never beat the campaign for Modern Warfare 2019. That's not what I got the game for. Yeah. So yeah. Like, they don't really care about the campaigns, but yeah, Black Ops 3 campaign was so strange, dude. And I remember, yeah, Ghosts came out, and that was when they started doing 3 studios, and I think they took that back, right? Like, it's not 3 studios anymore. It's just back down to Treyarch and Infinity Ward. So I think what they've given like Sledgehammer, like proper games, starting with Ghosts, and it was horrifically received, so they just decided, never mind, you don't get to do that anymore. Alright, that was the last one for the night. But yeah, yeah, the campaigns kind of got weird because they were always trying to like do something fancy, but it just wasn't working anymore. How old do you think you are? I don't care how old you are, Dog Lover. I care how old all of chat is. Like, I'm not saying like I don't care about you. I'm just saying like I try to keep the chat PG. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead, and we are going to raid Grenji tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Copy link. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Thank you to anyone that liked, anyone that subscribed. A big thank you to Hamza for the super chat today. That was super awesome. We got to 153 encounters on Jirachi. It's insane that we've started moving that much faster, guys. But yeah, thank you all so much. We'll be back again tomorrow with more Jirachi hunting. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching the stream. We're gonna be raiding Grenji, and until next time, guys, take care.